ice wall, baby. Mama said that there will be days literally just like this. And as this room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. This including the ice wall, baby. Cowboys finally flipped the switch. Full team mode. Panthers week 6 and more. Come on with it. Yup. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation's groove from our studios to yours?
Ready? Running from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Or shall I say, five, 4, 3, 2, and
Told me it was my turn.
yeah, come on with it.
They can come closer than close, yeah. Original, they never will be.
Come on, baby. Hey. Come on. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. All right, so for tomorrow, we will be live, Cowboys and Chill, Smoke Chemistry. We have Jadon Blue 23 in the build on. So that'll be tomorrow, Smoke Chemistry. If you are in the Arlington area, be sure to not meet me there, beat me there, Cowboy Nation. And I would love to see y'all beautiful faces in the building. Come on with it. And if you're a Texas fan, let me know. If you're OU, let me know. And we will get things going the best way possible, Cowboy Nation. I thank all of you guys for jumping in. Now, the complete team angle, you guys see that I have Javonte Let 'em Sing Williams in the thumbnail there. And we've been such a one-dimensional team, and this is the reason why I got him up there. Finally, we get a chance to see someone else getting a little shine for your mind, you know. And ask Blue, is he ready for greatness? Yeah, Brandy, I will ask him that. I see them Longhorns in the building. Shout out to y'all. And okay, I see Boomer Sooner. Come on with it. Yeah. Hook 'em, you know. Shout out to you, Mark Burton. Appreciate you. And I see Toxic Tom. He said he came in here just to blow up stuff, man. So shout out to Toxic Tom. So with that being said, of course, we've been talking about team chemistry. Of course, we've been talking about what this team will look like heading into the future and what we need to do in order to excel from this area to that area. And one of the things that we really need to contextualize is this right here, Cowboy Nation, is that we are heading down this unfamiliar territory that we getting warm praises from the 3-ladder, the 4-ladder network. I'm getting tired of it, especially on Rain. Dakota Prescott, they're asking him about MVPs. Do you like me and do you like that? Let me see if I can pull this up, by the way. And shout out to Rain, Dakota Prescott. Let me hear it.
Only week 5, but you coming off the field, there were fans chanting MVP. Did you hear it at all? Does it mean anything?
I mean, my ears work. So I heard it, but I didn't hear it. To your answer, it's week 5. I don't care. I don't care if it was week 17. I've told y'all what I want to win, the team goals. Right now, the success and the continued success is going to happen is just a beneficiary of all the guys in that locker room. I didn't play near as well of a game that I wanted to.
That's what I like to hear
Ultimately,
right there.
completion.
I ain't play as well as I wanted to. Oh, yeah, I didn't play the way and the kind of caliber that I should be at, right? So I still got things to improve on. There are so many people right now that's willing to crown him. And I've been fighting for Dak Prescott. Y'all know how it goes with me. I fight for him, but at the end of the day, we don't care about these accolades. This is a complete team sport.
I got to look back and see why. But yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes, it's just happy and excited fans.
Happy and excited fans. And 2-2-1. Can we say that we are excited about those things? Yeah, we can say that. We can say that, yeah, it's cool. And such an excitement, CD Lamb was looking at it like, hey, I saw what Pickens was able to do. I heard and saw or seen what Ron Flanor was able to do. I'm back at practice, baby. Yeah.
Nobody does it better.
That brother is working the ankle out. He went to the Bohemian Grove rituals and got some blood sacrifice, got some of that stuff off of Jerry Jones' lips, and he put it on that ankle. Yeah, he said, I'm going to be ready. Yeah. Game day decision. So now, how you like those apples, Panthers? Yeah. And he's still not ready yet, y'all. But it is for what it is. Buckle up, because this is the type of situation and scenario that the Cowboys, hey, believe it or not, like Ripley's, this is another must-win game. This is another must-win game. And the Cowboys, we can't be sitting around playing around with our food. We got to showcase that we belong, of course. And if anybody knows that the road is harder when you got the silver and blue and all of this stuff, stay away from Cowboys. I see you, ice cold Cowboy. Appreciate you. Dak get a chip. He's going to the Hall of Fame with a bronze brunt boot. Yeah. He definitely would do that. I see you, fam. And yes, Ace Boogie declaring and decreeing 6-2-1. And Straight Action says Jerry Jones lips. Yeah. Yes, this stuff all over it, man. But neither here nor there. When we go back and we start to look at some of these things, let me pull this up, because I've been going back and forth with a few others, right? And it was this right here. I said, man, Baker Mayfield, and of course, people are going to say what they need to say. But, man, Baker Mayfield doesn't have the 32nd ranked defense, though. Yes, he's balling, but people are so quick to dismiss that Dak Prescott is literally out here balling with broken parts on offense as well, right? And if it was anybody else, any other organization, any other player with the 32nd ranked defense and still putting up good stuff as it relates to numbers and stuff like that, they'd be giving him his flowers. So it's good to know that there are teams that are trying to sway us and get onto our side, but we're saying stay over there. Don't try to act like you've been riding with us since day one, right? Don't act like you've been sitting around here saying, yeah, this quarterback can do it. Because in my opinion, and all of your opinions too, ladies and gentlemen, he's always been the MVP of this team. He's always been that. He always been the person that can move the needle. And finally, what we're seeing now is that we got some good coaching going. We got some good philosophies and schemes going. Just yesterday, we was talking about the fact that this team want to be physical. And I read your comment, Toxic Tom. You said, I'd rather be smarter than physical. Well, I think we can be both, right? Kiko, appreciate you. The Jets are the worst team in the NFL, though. And who were the Bears when we played them? They were one of the worst teams in the NFL, So we just got to take them where we go. think about this. They're going to crown Josh, what's the name? Josh Allen. He got to play them boys twice a year. He got to play the Dolphins twice a year. He got to play those teams twice a year. There's 4 games that he can rack up stacks, and nobody's going to bring that up. Nobody's going to bring that up when it's time for it's for MVP or playoff run. Nobody's going to bring up the fact that Joshua Allen get a chance to take a shot at the Jets twice a year. And nobody's going to say the same when he get a chance to play the Dolphins twice. Boy, you give me that. You give me that. Yeah. You give me that. But what we're looking at is that now we're seeing coaching being coached. Now, I know for sure that Mike Solari, all of them Mikes last year, whether it was Mike Zimmer, Mike Solari, or we had another Mike. And I said, man, all we need is one Mike. Yes, but what we were saying is basically, now this is Ramon Chin-Young Su, assistant offensive line coach, teaching these boys some stuff. Watch this.
I love his stance. Okay, his feet are underneath the framework of his body, okay, meaning his armpits. Okay, he's not out of phase. All right, and so he's going to have a great opportunity. Again, the hand is straddling that line. Okay, he's going to have a great opportunity to load this left instep, to gain ground with the right step, pick it up, put it down. You're going to
pick it up, put it down.
Step, that backside knee is going to split the crotch, and watch him run off the football. Just watch it all the way through. Low man win, right? Low man win. Great rep. Here it is again.
Yeah.
Here it is again. Great rep. I love the second step right here. Love the second step. Pause the second step, coach. Look at the second step. Look how his knee, all right, his toe is in line, right? And in my mind, okay, his second step is in the framework of his body, and he's pounding those arches and driving.
That's why we are able to see this team excelling. That's why we are able to win, even when we playing this right here, and we going back to the things that I talked about just yesterday, about marrying each other and also being able to get things going. Sometimes it takes time for that relationship to build. And let me just give y'all a refresh of what we said yesterday.
Like, the Cowboys know what a great left tackle looks like. They've had enough of them in their storied history. And now Flournoy, he gets an explosive play of 46 yards. Now you watch this right here.
Span forward. There you go.
The formation.
Yeah.
He's coming across the formation here to crack back on the end, McGregor. Right? Excellent crack back block. Now Nathan Thomas gets out.
That's all being coached, y'all. Let's listen to Brian Baldinger again on this one.
Right? Excellent crack back block. Now Nathan Thomas gets out. This looks like a Cowboy left tackle. Just running guys right off the playing field.
Y'all see that? What do that tell you guys right there? Playing through the echoes of the whistle and being physical. Schottenheimer said before the season started, I want to be a physical team. The crackback was a physical play. Moving and putting Hunter Lupke in there is a physical play. 71. Look, 21 don't want none of these problems. You don't want these problems. He's running away. And they're going to stack that on top of that. Next week, they're going to have even more and more confidence, more and more mindsets of saying, my mentality is going to become my reality, is that we're going to be a physical football team. And that's physicality. As soon as, I wish Brian Schottenheimer can coach defense, because as soon as this defense turn the corner, we're going to be in a good situation from that mindset.
Right there. As Javonte goes down to the 11, and then he would score the next play. Old school football.
And that's the only thing I know that my offensive line can marry with my running game. I know my running game can marry with my quarterback, right? And we can see those things. It even married with us even in the Green Bay Packers game, even though it was a tied situation, right? And that was against the number 3 defense, so that we can run the ball against them, right? I know that we can run the ball against anybody in the National Football League. I know that those scheme things can fit, right? But what I'm trying to get at is that our marriage, far as what we do on offense, is polar opposite of what we do on defense. But in this particular game, maybe, sometimes have you ever seen somebody together long enough, they begin to start looking like each other? My only hopes would be if I can get this 32nd ranked defense down to the 20th rank, to the 15th rank, we in good green land. If we can get these guys to be middle of the pack defense, we be okay. Because on the marriage proposal side, on the offense, we're going to do what we need to do. I just need the defense to catch up, you know. And some of y'all in relationships right now looking at each other saying, boy, we sure do start to look alike, you know. Yes, indeed. So what we're looking for is for this defense to catch up with this offense. Now, I'm reading some of you guys' comments about, are we or will we go into this mindset of going out to get a Max Crosby? I hear you guys out on that. I don't know if the Cowboys will be willing to trade while we are still winning. In order for the Cowboys to look at themselves and say, hey, we need another person to add to the building, we had to be in like lost this game and the fire and the brimstone to the Jerry Jones front office in order for that to happen. But as long as we win or keep having these ties or what have you, then there will be no movement. That's just how they do. They don't operate out of distress. They operate out of comfort, and they're comfortable with what they've seen so far. Brandy states, don't get on to Dak Love's now four-letter network. Y'all approve it. Y'all approval is a jinx. Yeah. And it's an everlasting approval type of thing, because it will be, oh man, they just the Jets. I'll never forget I think it was 2023. It could have been 2022. I think it was 2023. The Giants were favored to beat us. They had won a playoff game. The guy said, I forgot his name, Tiki Barber, I believe, he says, Daniel Jones is better than Dak Prescott or what have you, all of that stuff. And we went into week one and beat the brakes off of the Giants. At first they were the Giants. After we beat them, oh, man, they just the Giants, man. But wait till next week. You know, y'all got to go up against Aaron Rodgers. But then Aaron Rodgers kind of snapped up his Achilles. But they were still the favorites, believe it or not. And they were saying Zach Wilson behind that particular Jets defense and et cetera, et cetera. And we beat the brakes off of them. And then they were saying, they just the Jets. And I can take it all the way back. I can take it all the way back to when we went to the postseason. Earlier that year, Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They was coming off of a Super Bowl or what have you. We played against Tampa Bay. They beat the brakes off of us. They threw trash at the quarterback. He broke his hand in 2022. They broke his hand. They were saying Dak suck, all this stuff. The Cowboys would never beat Tom Brady. And just that year, from the first game of the season to the postseason, we beat the Bucks, beat the brakes off of them. Oh man, they were old, man. You know, they was nobody. They was battered and bruised and all of this stuff. But just 4 or 5 months ago, people were saying it's impossible to beat Tom Brady. It's just like what he aged like a pumpkin, you know, throughout the season. And he's old. And like we the one to retire Tom Brady. So at the end of the day, we always going to get slighted. We always going to get overanalyzed or underanalyzed into some things, and it's just for what it is. What you want to get A-Chain, they're not finna get A-Chain. They're not finna get them. The Cowboys are satisfied with what they got with Javonte Williams. It's just a pipe dream for us to start saying, okay, we're going to go get this guy. Now, what we would go get, if we go get a Julius Woods, we going to go get a Julius Woods, and that's who the Cowboys recently picked up on this team. His name is Julius Wood, without the S on his name, and that was the breaking news. That was the breaking news yesterday. And if I could show you guys the impressions on Instagram, it did over 30,000 views. This footage right here did over 30,000 views, And safety Julius Wood has been signed to the Cowboys practice squad. Can y'all let that sink into your mental? So he's now on this particular team. So this is how that goes with everything, Cowboy Nation. A-Chain will be a lethal situation, yes. There is some Max Crosby news and stuff going on. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Woody from Texas. Yeah, from this guy from whatever school, I don't know what school he went to, but he was a former teammate of Chavon Revel, so they signed him to the practice squad. There'll be a new guy for us to get things moving and grooving. Before I go a little bit further into this, let me know how y'all feeling about everything today. Y'all okay? Are you guys okay with everything? Because this right here would change the landscape. This right here would help us out in a situation. Jerry Jones hinted this morning that the Cowboys could explore mid-season trade to strengthen the roster. He noted that as other teams start to fall out of contentions, some may be willing to move on from high-level talent. Max Crosby coming to Dallas. Like, I'm really wouldn't be mad at it. But we've been knowing this team for 30 years, 30 seasons. I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
All right, so what I'm getting at, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at the people with the connotations and the notions that they would like to see this happening. Hold on, I got a phone call. Let me see if I can play something right here and get things going. Hold on, I'll be right back. Got a phone call.
I just wanna run it up. Can we check or something? I've been really in the field, let up. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives. Need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. I just be off the dome.
All right, I'm back. All right. That was me scheduling a dentist appointment. I always got to make sure the teeth is all good. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. So I recommend you guys do the same. There was a dentist appointment, so we had to make sure. Got to make sure the chops are right. Get in the chopper. There's some people, man, that is so much in fear of the dentist that they would just chew on one side of their mouth, right? Man, better go to that dentist and get them teeth fixed. It is reported that a tooth is literally anywhere between value-wise $3,000 to $4,000 per tooth, believe it or not. Some people are like, man, let me snatch mine up out of there. Yeah, so dentist appointment. Yeah, Daniel said dentist appointments are very important. Right. So, but neither here nor there. Back to business. I forgot where I was at. But, man, I just want to give a shout-out to Jadon Blue for standing tall in that spot right there. Oh, my God. You're just standing tall right there. Boom. And that's why I say complete teamwork. This rookie came in his first action and was able to get things going and moving and grooving. And it is a great thing to see him being able to pick up this blitz right there. That let me know and these guys being coached up right. And let me listen to what a guy said.
Watching the film, and Dak and I were giving Fergie a hard time because the first third down of the game down there in the red zone where we barely missed him, we just were challenging his speed. And he said, I was just peeking. I was looking quick. I was trying to. And but he's a joy to coach, man. Dak loves him, trusts him. But really, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention how well Scooney and Brevin are playing as well.
Yes, indeed. And coach is coaching it up the right way. Yes, Toxic Tom says Stephen Jones is so cheap he breathed through his nose not to wear out his teeth. But hey, low key, I want people to stop breathing through your mouth. All of these mouth breathers, breathe through your nose though. Yeah, work those nostrils. But I get exactly what you're saying.
That room in general is a good, very, very talented room that we have a lot of confidence in.
Yes, indeed. All right, so we're going to listen to
It was fun.
I was right here. I had my lineup all good. Hold on. Here we go.
He's really matured. You watch him practice now, and you see the intentionality. You see how important it is to him, and he is playing at a high level. But it goes back to the relationships. It goes back to the culture. It goes back to the connection. I mean, every Thursday night, these guys go to dinner together, and the quarterbacks go, and tight ends come sometimes. And I think who bought last week? I think it was BB or maybe Brock. But, that's what we want these guys to do. And those two guys have a very special relationship.
No doubt. You see now how the chemistry is here? And this could be just Schottenheimer just telling, And I do like the chemistry that's been built between them two. All right, let's listen to what he says about
But I will say
Adams.
this, I think, over the past 6 to 8 weeks, since we've gotten back to Dallas, I think he's really finding his flow. Like I said, he does an incredible job with the staff of delegating and doing different things. He's great in front of the room. He's a little bit like me that, John was talking about. He's a loose guy that likes to have a good time, and I've told you guys, you need to go take him to go get drinks. He's just an incredible personality. He's funny.
You hear that, Jerry? I see you in the chat. He says mouth is bigger than the nose, so you get more oxygen in there.
The players kind of feed off of him. But I will say this.
Yeah, indeed. All right, one more. I'm gonna go up here. What she's talking about? What are they talking about?
A big package and trade for Max Crosby. And every year, Max Crosby's name comes up. And Max Crosby turns around and says, "No, I'm not going to." And let me to preface this for anyone that doesn't know. Obviously, I'm a Raiders fan, and for anyone that doesn't know, I consider Max to be a good friend of mine. So I am not saying this lightly. But when you look at this situation, think about it. Number one, Jerry Jones told you they want a pass rusher that can also handle stopping the run. If you haven't checked out the numbers on Max, you should. His tackles behind the line of scrimmage, his run-stop defense is highly regarded as one of the best at his position for a reason. Number two, I think Max deserves the opportunity to try and win football games, and that's not happening in Vegas as much as I love the Raiders. So I think it's actually a win for Max to be traded to the Cowboys because he has a better shot at winning games right now. And if you're the Raiders, Pete Carroll has even acknowledged over the course of the last few days that the process of winning now while rebuilding for the future is tougher than he thought it would be.
Pete Carroll knows Brian Schottenheimer. Trade deadline is before or after we play the Raiders. Hey, all we got to do is, as Cowboy fans, sell it to Jerry. Jerry, you seen how that game looked against Michael Parsons, right? All the glitz and glamour. Can't talk today. Glamour. Let me take my coffee. Brought to you by Frenkel Firm. Even when a word accident, be sure to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. Jerry, you might can make the trade happen right before we play against the Raiders. And that will bring in more attention, more eyeballs, and hey, we can get things going, Yeah, CD did practice today, Matthew. Yeah. So it's after we play the Cardinals. So even though I don't think we would do it, because I don't want to get my hopes up, let's go.
Of course it is, because this team's not ready to compete. So you got a 28, almost 29-year-old defensive end that by the time you put a new roster together around him, your coach is going to be 352 years old. Your pass rusher is going to be outside of his prime. Like, the rebuild process for the Raiders doesn't make a ton of sense. So if you take all of this together and you factor in the fact that with one or two small tweaks, the Cowboys could actually absorb Max's salary pretty easily, and then they can figure out a new contract for him. He could get yet another bag. He can get paid, and Jerry could turn around and say, see, we weren't afraid of paying. We just didn't want to pay Micah. Jerry could turn around and say, we were ready to do whatever it takes, just not for him. I think there's an ego play for Jerry Jones. When you stack all of these things together, the Cowboys would be better with Max.
I would trade for...
Ooh, I don't want to hear her thoughts right now. I'm just trying to marinate on this right here. She probably say Trey Hendricks or something like that. That is feasible. All it takes is two to tango. The only person that can probably block that trade is Tom Brady, right? It's Tom Brady's team. He partially owns it. Yeah, Law CD was full or limited in practice. CD was limited. He worked the cores with Brett Browner. He wasn't a full participant. And in my opinion, I think that he need to rest that ankle for another week or such, But these guys are multimillionaires, and they're working for a billion-dollar organization. So it could be a situation. It could be a situation, because I heard how much money he spent a year on his body, like $2-3 million or something like that a year. He spent a lot of money, so he can get some blood transfusions, and like I said, that Bohemian Grove stuff. He can be out there against the Carolina Panthers. You saw he tried to give it a go. Even the day of, he sprung his ankle. So Ice Cold says 1 more week. Yeah. Man, I don't care if it's Hendrick's sons, Garrett, Crosby, Chubb, Wilkinson. Gilmore, just do it. It's Seabass, I thought you was going to rhyme with it for a second. Only Dono, Turpin, and Sanborn didn't practice today. You're right. Let me see. Let me double check. Discount double check. And let me go to my guy, my trusted source, John Machota. Let me see what John Machota says. And I appreciate all of y'all. Love y'all. Okay, love y'all. Okay, he didn't post much. Let me go to, who's my other trusted source? Brandon Laurie. Brandon Laurie is a real good follower, y'all. Y'all follow his page for all of the sauce and the information. Yeah, so let me go see what he said. He ain't post much either. What y'all doing? Y'all still asleep? Tolos? Jeez. All right, so Sanborn, y'all saying what y'all think. Law, you think Eberflus have seen the light, or would he put his son? Who's his son? I don't know. Sanborn, stay off the turf. I feel you. I didn't buy into what my guy. Let me go back to this part. I definitely didn't buy into what Foot said last night on the collective. Like, I was riding with Foot. I was like, yeah, Foot, you spitting the stuff, man. You spitting, man. You got it going on. And then he said, you know what? He said, you know what, Law? I said, what? I would rather have Sanborn back out there. I said, whoa, you. I was going to play that button, We got a super chat. Let the super chat rings,
Clavage $9.99. If the Cowboys trade for Max Crosby, that's a major boost to their D-line, but tell me, Law, will you go for Trey Hendrickson over Max, who's the most dominant?
I don't see relationships. I see a relationship. I think that the contract would be easier to move Crosby opposed to Trey Hendrickson. That's just my thoughts. I could be 1,000,000% wrong. Look, right now, beggars can't be choosers, right? You see a man begging on the street for food, and you say, hey, I got Arby's. And he said, no, I don't eat Arby's, man. I want some McDonald's. I'm like, dude, hey, you really don't have a position here. You take the Arby's, right? Yeah, so at the end of the day, I would take either of those guys. But the Cowboys, they might, knowing the Cowboys, they'll take a Max Johnson, a Trey Henne. You know what I'm saying? They won't take these guys though. Knowing the Cowboys, this is what we do. Sanborn is practicing. Yes. Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, we ain't getting a Benny Crosby. Y'all crazy. Yeah, smash the like button. So I'm just trying to give us what we normally do. Now, will I take a Max Crosby? Yes. Let me just listen to what she got to say.
Trey Hendrickson. Because they can also afford Trey Hendrickson, but it is a 1-year deal. It's a 1-year commitment. And that allows the Cowboys the flexibility to capitalize on this window that they are in right now, of this championship offense that they are playing right now. Well, if they want to continue to sign, if they want to give Trey Hendrickson another deal, if they feel like they can continue to capitalize on this window for the next 3 years, then great. Trey Hendrickson can either sign another deal in Dallas or he can hit free agency after this season, which is pretty much exactly what he would have done in Cincinnati anyway. All he would be doing is going from a team that is truly dreadful, maybe the worst team in the league without Joe Burrow, probably has zero opportunity to compete as long as Joe Burrow is not wearing a Bengals uniform, to a team that actually has a legitimate chance at competing, but just needs to bolster up the defense, which is exactly what the reigning NFL leading sacker is going to do for this Cowboys team.
She make a strong point. She was spitting it out. She was spitting some good points there. Every year we do this to ourselves. We have some valid reasons of going out getting a certain player, and then for it not to show up is crazy. Yes, Max is better at run defense, man. Law, shout out to you from San Antonio. Any of these guys would make a good push for this team. It'll go back to the marriage conversation. We'll be a complete team. It goes back to the marriage conversation that I was having of saying that, hey, we see need that cherry on the top. That's what we're looking for, and that's what we probably would need to really get us over the top. Now, through osmosis, I get it. This team love to operate in this particular fashion, but it is for what it is. Let's listen to one more thing about Javonte Williams since I have him on the cover here.
Yeah, I'm Javonte. I'm the president of Javonte's fan club, obviously, just because the way he plays the game, the physicality you referenced. But, Javonte's a guy that he doesn't need huge windows. There's going to be some knockback, this is a really good front. The linebackers play really fast downhill, so they're building walls. But Javonte has the ability to quick one cut and find a seam, or if it's not there, he's going to get his shoulders down and push the pile for 2, 3, 4 yards. And what I love about Javonte is he gets stronger as the game gets going. So, if we are struggling at some point early on running the football, we won't get away from it. We're going to continue to do it, and that's because a lot of times it takes a minute, especially when you have new pieces potentially working together. That deuce block's not as good in the first quarter as the deuce block is in the third quarter or the fourth quarter. So that's why you have to stay patient.
Good stuff. Good observation from my guy, the head coach over here. Getting stronger as the progressions goes by. And speaking of getting stronger, if your Odor is getting stronger and you don't have no recourse to get it to be better, and you need to be able to stay in control of that, let me tell you what you need to do. Hit me up. There's the information in the description box to help you get in control and stay in control for at least 72 hours. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW. Shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW. Shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. Yes, indeed. Let's stay in control of your odor by using Mando, and it works and it helps. I say wash yourself off and then apply it. Just don't apply it on dirty skin. Let me know if you guys are still having audio difficulties, because Brandy says she is. So put a 2 in the chat if the audio is straight on my end or on your end, and we can keep this thing moving and grooving. If not, Law Toxic says, Law, my wife BF uses Mando. Is that it makes my bed sheets smell great when he leaves. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Law, your audio is choppy. Is it fixed? Or you guys still have this in your cache? Hey, clear your cache, man. Refresh. Log out of YouTube and come on the way back. Come on, let me know if the audio is straight, because Mark audio is straight. Yeah, okay, it's good now. You had to clear your cash out on Brandy. Yeah. Mando, not Mandingo. Mando. Yeah. All right, don't come after me. Don't come after me, Brenda. I had to say that. Oh my gosh, man. Yes, indeed. Mandingo odor freshener. All right, it's fixed. Okay, y'all deleted your cache. All right, good. When you hear that music, I'm about to talk about something. Wait a minute.
The season. What Baker did last.
Wait a minute. Some more people audio is messing up. Yeah. Is it still messing up? Close and reopen and take that away. Delete that app off of your shit. Delete that app off of your phone.
Last night was going to get overshadowed by what Drake May did, what Jaden Daniels did with national coverage. And he's doing it, just like you're saying, Dak's doing it without his top guys. Baker, without Mike Evans, without Bucky Irving, with an offensive line that has just been an absolute rotation of a carousel. He continues to do it. And a little bit different, where Dak is kind of playing this humble, I hear the crowd saying MVP, and I appreciate it, but I'm also trying to tune it. Baker's leaning into this. He just so happens to be their team leader, their best player, and they don't take any excuses.
All right, so that was me.
Let's get it.
Me, on Monday, I said that Baker is the MVP 5 weeks in. We turn to Allen Iverson, a noted Cowboys fan. Which quarterback has been better this year?
AI, the real AI, baby.
So happy.
Dak or Baker?
Peter, you hearing this, man?
I hear him giggling, cackling over here.
It's good because you're in the house. I'm biased anyway.
The Wednesday of all Wednesdays.
Amazing.
Oh,
my man, Swagoo. I'm biased. I love Dak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Baker's a dog. I love Baker. You know what I mean?
Because he reminds you of you.
Oh, man.
Don't be adding to that.
He play every game like it's his last. And I love everything about that. You know what I mean? But Dak. You know, man, I love Dak. I'm a Cowboy. I've been a Cowboy for 45 years now. My mom made me a Cowboy when I was 5 years old.
You got a brilliant mom. Brilliant
so,
mom.
It's been tough on me being in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? All of those years. You know, I love the players over there. I love everything about that team, that organization, because, you know, everybody over there, them guys dogs.
You can tell them how tough I made it on you about the Cowboys. You do that. You do
sure.
that. I mean, I love trophy.
But I mean, I'm me. You know what I mean? And I have to be me. And I'm always gonna be a Cowboy. You know, even with the drought. You know what I mean? I'm always a Cowboy. I was a Cowboy when we was 1-16. I've cried when Cowboys.
Yes, he has.
Lost.
Yes, he has.
So
he's cried.
I'm a Cowboy.
And he empathized with Denzel Washington,
cried a lot
too.
then, I can tell you
He's
that.
cried a lot. Go ahead, Swagoo. Go ahead, Swagoo.
Yo.
Floor's yours, bro.
Man, my dog just make me so happy sitting here. I've been knowing he was a Cowboy fan. Obviously, we've been a fan of AI forever. Here's the thing, too. I want to tell my brother, trouble don't last always. At some point, we will be celebrating the Cowboys being what we think they could be.
No doubt, no doubt. We hit up Genuine, too. He's a Cowboy fan. Boy, all of these Cowboy fans, boy, we need to just collide together and go up to the star and say, hey, we demand for Jerry. You doing a good job, Jerry. But we need to see you do a great job. And that is moving with an authority and with also a sense of urgency. That's what we need to have from Jerry Jones coming around this season. I think that right now, ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. Call Shaq too, boy. We can have, boy. Shaq a Cowboy fan too. Yeah. I think we can get it all going in the best way possible. Let me hear this segment out, and then we would do our phone lines. Come on.
Pretty soon. I got to go with Dak Prescott, though, Peter.
Okay.
And the reason why I go with Dak is because he's playing. Everybody brings up the things that Baker has to deal with. CeeDee Lamb out. Defense is bad. This team would not have a game won on the season if he wasn't playing out of his mind. He's doing it with George Pickens. The other receivers, do we know them? Did we know that they can play that way? I think everything that's happening with Dallas right now is a reflection of their quarterback. Now, obviously, when we get down to the end, it'll be about wins. It'll be about teams that are vying for playoffs. I'm not sure if Dallas will be there. But through these first 5 weeks of the season, no quarterback to me in this league is carrying their team more than Dak Prescott, and carrying them at a high level to some wins and potential wins that they might have gotten if the defense wasn't as bad as they are. But right now, Dak would be my MVP because he's against the most odds of any of these quarterbacks. Baker does have a really good team around him.
You are nuts. Come on. And the man has gone down the field 4 times in the last 30, 40 seconds to win these games.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
I forgot this guy's name. Is it Bad Dog, Mad Dog, Hit Dog? I don't know what, but he's a dog, right? He said he's gone down the field in the last 4 or 5 games to win it. If Baker Mayfield had the 32nd ranked defense in the National Football League, going down the field in the last 30 seconds or 40 seconds wouldn't even be feasible. Y'all got to realize that we are playing with the 32nd ranked defense. And on top of that, yes, we had 5 sacks last game. I had somebody hit me up and say, hey, Law, are we still the 32nd ranked defense? On points allowed? Well, on points allowed, we are probably right at the 30th. But yards allowed, we still the 32nd ranked defense. You know, Mad Dog Chris Russo, that's his name. Okay.
They went down the field against Seattle twice. They went down the field against the Jets after the blocked field goal. They went down the field against Houston on 4th and 10. He's running for a first down. They score with 6 seconds to go, for crying out loud. And then against freaking Atlanta, the first game of the year.
Bro, Atlanta, Jets, Houston. Now, granted, we played the Giants Chicago Bears, right? But if we were to do an overall of like teams' expectations, by the way, the Eagles coming off of a Super Bowl, if it wasn't for CeeDee Lamb hands and a ill-advised fumble from Miles, we win that game. But to tie up with the Green Bay Packers, who was a playoff team, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or a team that exemplifies the number 3 defense in the National Football League, for us to tie up against them boys, to still put up 40 points against the number 3 defense is crazy. It's crazy. These things are not the same. Somebody said Atlanta's straight up cheeks. Yeah. Shoot. Hey, the Jets, they had to go to their wire to beat the Jets. If we had the scheduling, and let me see, because I could be biased all the way. But then, to be fair, I think the Bucs did lose to the Eagles too, right? You know, they did play against the Eagles also. I misspoken. They did play against the Eagles as well. But hold on, give me a few seconds. Let me pull this up right quickly. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Yeah. Let me see. They 4-1, which is really good. I can't take that away from them. Look at this schedule, man. You're supposed to be 4-1. You're supposed to be Atlanta, Houston, New York. It went to the wire to them against the Jets. And we've seen what the Houston looked like. Boy, they need to have better debaters up there. They do.
He throws to the kid from Ohio State. Touchdown. He got 4 wins in the last 2 minutes. Come on, wake up. Smell the coffee. Forget the Cowboys. You don't want to impress Iverson here. Use your noodle. You're on radio. You're on TV here. For crying out loud. You're smarter than that.
I will say
smarter than that.
I will say
Mayfield's the MVP.
I will say this. Mayfield, Peter made a good point. Mayfield won. Dak Prescott's number 2 right now, but it's closer than you're giving it credit for. Baker Mayfield has been balling, deserves all the credit in the world. But Dak Prescott is not only playing without CeeDee Lamb, he's playing without 4 starting offensive linemen. 4. And so when you're talking about 4 different...
Please, Lord, don't have Stephen A. Smith to be the voice of reasoning, but I'm still mad at him because he didn't put Dak Prescott number 1.
different dudes out of the starting lineup, okay? And you're talking about your protection being compromised, and you basically got patchwork offensive linemen protecting you, run blocking for you, etc. And you still going out there and putting up the points that he's been putting up. You got to give credit where credit is due. My top 3 candidates for league MVP honors right now is Baker Mayfield, Dak Prescott, and Daniel Jones. I'm not saying it's going to last, but right now, that's what it is.
I love what you said.
All right, let's get it going, baby. That's enough of that. My ears are hurting. All right, with that being said, let's get this show on the way. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code LAW. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Yes, indeed. And when you do download, get 100% match up to $100 on your deposit. And on top of that, we'll throw $20 in as a elixir for you, right? So before you even download the app, you get $20 in there. And I really appreciate each and every last one of you all. You know, we got more commercials than Tubi, so let's get with it, baby. Y'all know how we about to do it. If you're driving throughout Dallas and you hit a pothole and it's the city fault, and all of a sudden you swerve and you hit a light pole, you know who you need to call up. Oh, and on top of that, even if you at work slip and fall, you hit that hip. Y'all know how them hips go. Shoot. You know who you need to call.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
Call my phone.
That's 214 and all of the threes you got on your phone. Or 817 and all of the threes you got. So be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to dial Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, backed by a combined of 100 years of experiences. They are located here in the heart of Dallas. See that 33 in the back? Yeah, we got a guy on the team that run 33, Javonte Williams, and he running like all of the threes we can see. You know what? I truly believe the reason why Javonte Williams is running the way he running is because all of them threes. But be sure to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. If you can't dial that number, just visit FrenkelFirm.com. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Cowboy Nation, let's get it. Let's get it one way or another. The hotline is 657-390-7391. Shout out to you, Swain. He says, Law and the Nation Nets, or Knights, Nation Knights, Ike and Mike. What's good with you, Swain? Appreciate you. Dre Maddox. Mad Dog been like that for years. Here's my thoughts with Mad Dog. He do speak very, very loud. And it seems like he's a dog, you know. That's what we get from there. Superstar, I would say more like November for BB. Y'all talking about Cooper BB? Most certainly. Most certainly. Mad Dog said Mad Dog is crazy. A legend in the sports radio. I can tell you that. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that even at some point in time, he also helped out Stephen A. Smith when they was giving him some heat, and Stephen A. Smith was in trouble, and he called up Mad Dog, not Bad Dog. Also, it was a situation and scenario. Albert says, Donaldson says, we're beating the Panthers. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. I got us beating the Panthers, by the way. All right, from the 313, you're live, Cuddy. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's going on, Law?
Not much, man. What you got? What you got for me?
Hey, man, I'm still over here in London, man. But
okay.
You know, I said that don't mean I can't listen to my boy Law, man. I was like, if anything, it make it easier because it's later in the night, so I'm done with work, man, and I can tune in to the show, you know, without having to sneak away, man. So, you know, I appreciate everything that you do, man.
No doubt.
So real quick, you know, this linebacker, you know, kind of situation here, because I'm with you, man. You know, Sanborn, he could just stay on the bench and just, you know, maybe share some wisdom or something like that, but he don't really need to be out there, you know, unless we got, you know, I some kind of special situation or something. But do you see them trying to fortify that? I mean, I know Overshown's supposed to come back at some point. And, you know, we got Leofile and seeing what Shamar James going to do. But, I mean, do you see them making a move there, or are they going to wait till the offseason?
I think that they're going to pretty much in-house it. They are very optimistic with what they got. Now, I said last night on Cowboys Collective, we need us a nice little veteran linebacker outside of Kenneth Murray. I like what he's doing, but he's not doing enough. I'll circle the block on some of the coaches that used to coach here to see if we could finagle them and finesse. And I'll pick up the phone and I'll call the Saints and say, hey, you guys are 1-4. I mean, if things are not looking bright before November the 4th, you got a veteran guy named Demario Davis there. Look, we can send you somebody. You know, we can send you Damone Clark. You know, he went to LSU. You know, I'm trying to better the team the best way possible. You know.
Right. Nah, I get it. I mean, you know, but that's, I don't know if they're gonna go for that. But
he's 36. He's long in the tooth, but he's still playing youthful. You know, I'm talking about DeMarion over.
Right.
I mean, Demario Davis. Yeah.
No, I get it. Well, I mean, you know, I think if they got better play, more consistent play in there with that linebacker group, that's gonna help. You know, that back end, we'll see. I'm kind of glad the young, the YNs in there, man. Hey, more speed and athleticism. So that's good. That's good. So, all right, man. I just wanted to holler at you real quick. Hey, one thing, man.
Talk to me.
Did you see where that coach? I think it was the Cardinals or something. He hit my man for
Yeah.
He hit my man for fumbling that ball, man. I mean, I missed the show yesterday, so you might have covered that, man. But imagine if that was the Cowboys.
Oh man.
I mean, that'd be on every highlight of a show. But he bumped my man, and then he hit his hand. I guess they gave him a little fine or something. But I just thought that was bananas, man.
Man, it was crazy. He did hit him. We all had coaches like that in middle school and high school. I know I had coaches like that, you know.
Right.
But seeing it on a professional level, you know, it was wild. And I think he was fined $100,000, which was a lot of money, you know. But I guess you can't just show up a player like that on the sidelines. But these are things that is normal back in the days, but not in this modern day time. Yeah.
Right, they hit you and they make you run on top of it, man.
Oh yeah, sure. Who you telling?
You know, now hit them suicides, man. Run till you pass out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
And then you get home and then your mama hit you. You know. You wasn't listening to coach. Yeah, you like damn, mom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said, "You messing that up, boy. What you doing?"
Yeah.
So. All right, man. I appreciate you, man. You know, keep it going.
Doubt.
All right.
No doubt, man. Thank you, man. That's a good call from Cuddy, man. It's always good to know, man, that my guy's all the way in London, and is still able to call in, and that's a good thing. Speaking of that, we got an event this weekend that I want all of you guys to, if you are in the Dallas area, I want you guys to show up, pull up, and be in the building with us. It's going to be at this nice spot in Plano called Tight Ends. And I want you guys to come on out. We will have my brother from another mother performing on that date. So I would love to see y'all beautiful faces out there at the event, in the building. It is doors open up at noon, but you can get there a little bit earlier. It is Game Day Sports Tight End Bar and Grill. It's located in Plano, Texas. Sunday, October the 12th. Doors will be open at noon. The address, let me shape it up for you, is 5584 State Highway 121, Plano, Texas, 75024. We'll be at the Tight Ends. They're located here, and this is their IG page. And here's the link to their Instagram page, and we'll be there. How about them Cowboys? My guy DeRoe will be performing, and it kick off, and we're going to have a damn good time, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. I got another caller that's been waiting here. And it is DJ from the 607. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Yeah, what's going on, Law, man?
Not much, man.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I was just looking online, and I was looking at Flornay, and then they're trying to compare him to Debo. Yo, it's just awesome
Debo.
How
yeah.
it's just awesome how they look at our players and they're like, They're like, oh, we've been known about it. We just needed to get him on the field, honestly. But it's just nice to see these little gems we have. But, yo, when's Overshown coming back?
Mid-November-ish, probably Thanksgiving Day-ish, right around that time frame on the back end.
Okay, so you think Jaden Blue's getting that? You think he's gonna get more playing time now?
Jaden Blue, I think that he's gonna get a lot of spells. When Javonte Williams is kind of like gassed out, then they'll give Jaden Blue a good run at it.
It's just funny. I keep playing this clip over about Rico. He got a lot of hate. Yo, he think he about to do us dirty. I can't. And then you hear Shadi though. Shadi's like, oh, we'll be ready for it. We'll be buckled up.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love that banter. I love the fact that Schottenheimer is showing that, hey, I'm with the in crowd. I'm with all of that. So bring it. I'm right here. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm just going to finish like this. I see us going on a stretch. I see it. I see us going on a stretch, boy. They better be ready, boy. DC for life, Law. Let's get ready, boy.
Let's get it, man. Appreciate you, DJ. That's
appreciate you, Law.
Oh, hold on. Let me hear you say it. Damn, DJ. But I know my guy DeRogo said, let's hear it.
How about them boys? It's a show from the moment we hop out them cars.
If you got some bass, in your speakers, let me know.
But the Cowboys will rightfully regain and take their proper spot.
We're going to regain and take our proper spots. Let's get it. How about them?
Get them live. Get them live. Get them live.
Let's go.
Get them live.
We gonna turn tight ends all the way up. It ain't no party until a Law Nation party get into the building. I know Cowboys, we gonna do our thing, but we gonna get it going. From the 817, you're live on the Nation, man. What's good with you?
Hey, what's going
Kobe.
on?
Not much, man. Just chilling, man. Can't complain.
Already, man. I got a couple points I got to ask you, man. You're a man with wisdom, so
appreciate it.
As we look at this linebacker room, and we got Overshown, who I don't really think could play middle linebacker. But we got Mirrors Leofow, man, and I don't know. A lot of people say like he's too much, right? He overthinks or whatever. Could he be a middle linebacker? Could we transition what does he play? Strong side or weak side? One of those. Could we move him to middle, or you think that's not his strong suit?
You talking about Overshown, right?
No.
Leofow. It's gonna be probably another year or such. That's too much responsibility. You see, he like a kamikaze, missile.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying. Like,
boom, hit, boom. Yeah.
But man, I could see him looking like a Fred Warner, man.
Oh, me too. Both of them got skill sets of coverage. Overshown as well as Mears Leofow. Both of those guys were, when they were scouted to their respective college, they were scouted as safeties. And if you even look back at Fred Warner, he was drafted as a safety, but it was the coach D'Amico Ryans that saw something in him that said, you know what, we put a little bit more on your frame and we'll make you a linebacker. So cerebral safeties make good linebackers, right? So when you look at it, and it was the inverse with my guy, Woody. Woody, I think Woody plays a hybrid role, right? He was more of like a linebacker.
Yeah.
But they moved him to safety, So all I can say is that I don't trust Mears Leofow from the game sake to be that Mike for right now, and it doesn't mean that he can't do it. It's just that I just prefer him to be that dog that just sick and hunt. But he gonna have to, like him, Shamar James, they're gonna have to learn the game before they put in those positions.
Yeah. Man, I know I talked to you a few weeks ago about that Barron kid, that linebacker that's sitting on the practice squad.
Barron.
And
Yeah.
If they go watch his Syracuse tape, man, that man he's nice, man. He knows run plays. I mean, he is nice, man. Go when you get a chance, just look at his highlights.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why I don't maybe it's his effort. Maybe he's not put it in that effort. I mean, I don't know what it is, man, but I would like to see him be talked about more. I would like to see him come up. You know what I'm saying? He's a lot faster than Sanborn.
Yeah.
But I like to deal with the in-house. So my next point is, okay, Turpin is should be coming back. Mingo should be coming back. Who do you want to see in that spot? Do you want to see Flournoy, Mingo, or Tolbert? Because I think Turpin sold up really the number 3, right?
Yeah. Here's my wide receiver line. Here's my wide receiver lineup. Minus Cavante Turpin, because I think Turpin, he's just a wild card, right? My number 1 wide receiver is still CeeDee Lamb. My number 2 wide receiver is George Pickens. My number 3 wide receiver is Ryan Flournoy.
Get fishy here.
I know he get fishy. It's still Ryan Flournoy. But who I ultimately would love to see is Mingo. They're like, you know how we talked about CeeDee Lamb being 1A to George Pickens being 1B, right? You know how we talked about that? Well, Flournoy is like 3A, you know what I'm saying, to Mingo's 3B. And then you can throw in Jalen Tolbert, in my opinion. You know, that's how I look at it from that aspect of it. But even if it was me, don't shank me with the butter knife when I say this. If I'm in control of this team, I'm looking Jalen Tolbert in his face and I'm saying, man, I like what you're doing. You got tremendous work efforts. I think the world of you, man. I love the fact that you are first one here, the last one to leave. You got that mentality, that dog mentality that you try to have to exhibit. But this is the star. You know what I'm saying? And this is you, and this is me. No one is bigger than the star, you know. And I'm gonna bring in Trayshawn Holden. I will have Trayshawn Holden over Jalen Tolbert. I'm just saying.
Really?
I'm just saying. Look, the way everybody is praising right now Ryan Flournoy is when I was out there, I seen all of that from Trayshawn. For the life of me. Watch, when Trayshawn Holden get a chance to showcase his talent, people gonna be like, man, why we haven't been playing him earlier? You know.
I seen him. I went to Oxnard over the summer. I seen him.
Yeah.
I seen him. I was there 2 days. I seen him.
Yeah.
I seen him. Nah, he got it. He He definitely does. But man, I don't think I want to give up on Tolbert that fast. Man.
I don't want to give up on him too. But what I do is I trade him. I get something back in return. I would not let Tolbert walk away free. You get what I'm saying?
I like that. Because you know what we typically do? We just let people fade out and then we cut them. But while he's still Tolbert, I would love to go look for a trade for something. You know what I mean? Absolutely.
And what I'm banking on, Kobe, I know you got to go, but what I'm banking on, Kobe, is for Tolbert I want Tolbert to have one more good game. I need for him to have a real great game against the Panthers, and then I'm on the phone with the Raiders right now. I'll be like, hey, we give you Tolbert. I want Max Crosby. Or I'm on the phone with Cincinnati and saying, hey, I know y'all got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but I got a Tolbert for you, and we want Trey Hendricks. Yeah. Some way we can work that out, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Tuning in. God bless, bro.
Likewise, man. Kobe was literally the last person that was in the queue. I thank all of you guys for tuning in and calling in and being part of these type of informations and networks. Like I said, tomorrow we will have tomorrow we will be, boy, I'm everywhere now, baby. Shoot, y'all better watch out. Tomorrow we will be at Smoke Chemistry with Jadon Blue and Clarence Hill, Cowboys and Chill type of deal, and that all rhymes for your mind. And it will be in Arlington, right? the Red River Shootout, for those who are into that rivalry game. And this Sunday, we will be having the event with the tight end. So I appreciate each and every last one of you all. So if you guys can make it out to Arlington, I know most of you guys are way up north in Plano and Frisco and Little Elm and Oklahoma and all of that northern spot. But if you somehow in town for tomorrow, between that hour of maybe you want to pull up at 7 o'clock. They got these sheared like lamb chops that's really good on the menu. They got some good pizza there. They got a oxtail egg roll, which is really good at this location. They got some good food, good drinks, good time, and you get a chance to bump shoulders with my guy here, Jadon Blue. And let's get ready to have a great time this week. Also, if you are in the Dallas DFW area and if you want to go and watch the game with me, so I know most of you guys, we do the game live play-by-play. I will still be doing the live play-by-play, by the way, but this time I'll be within the company of Tight Ends Sports Bar and Grill in Plano. And fellas, I'm just going to tell y'all straight up, make sure you get your hall passes and all of that stuff for that day. You know, I'm just saying, control your eyes and control your hands and your mind and all of that stuff. And let's have a great time at Tight Ends game day, you know. And, you know, you just tell them you finna go to a sporting event. Rep the space. Come on with it. Represent the star, put it in the face. Come on with it. Yo. Let's go. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? How about them, baby? Get them live. Get them live. Get them live. How about them Cowboys? How about them boys? It's a show from the moment we hop out them cars. Knuckles deep in them tacos. Boy, y'all crazy, man. We're going to get on up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. But wait a minute. I got from the 202. Big Amish, man. Let people hear you say something, man.
How about them Cowboys?
Yo, my day can be complete today, man. What's good, man?
I call that in.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to hold you up. Quickly, I was on Skywalker's podcast this morning, and I raised the question. I love Sam Williams, and I wanted him to come through. And I know he's been injured. I mean, last year he tore his ACL. But my point to him was, and he I guess he didn't find it the same way. Here's what I said. I said he should be. You know, sometimes he has a superpower. It may not be on the edge. Maybe he could kick him inside a little bit. And my point was, he's a 4'4" guy and tremendously strong, right? And we had a player once a long time ago under Tom Landry, Randy White. And I'm not saying I said he's not Randy White. I said it could be a raw Randy White. I said a raw Randy White. I said because Randy was big and strong and fast, and he wasn't a good linebacker. His first year he played special teams. Not that I saw it, but look. He's played special teams, and he was a backup. His second year he was still a backup, and they started using a little bit of. It was his third year that they put him full time in D line, defensive tackle, totally different position, DT, and he flourished, became the All Pro that he was. And that was my whole point is that sometimes you got to see what. Maybe he doesn't have a superpower, but that man has every, as far as speed and strength, size to play and quickness, he's got it. Now, whether injury affected him or whether he can't play is a whole different story. So I just wanted to know, sometimes you got to play that, the player could be in a different position.
Right.
Maybe. And that's all I was trying to say, but he took offense to it, I guess.
Wait. Which player? Which player?
Sam Williams.
Can he be like? Are you saying that he can be a linebacker?
Well, first off, I guess not a linebacker necessarily. 'Cause I think he's like 265.
Right.
I like him on the line. I'm just saying, could he still be the edge? I would love to see him play like a combination. I don't know how you call it, a hybrid role or whatever. But somewhere along the defensive line, he is just a powerful man.
Right, he
and
is.
With speed. And when he hits you, he sets a tone. I just like, he's like a tone setter. And I'm not saying he makes some bonehead plays on occasion. And I don't know how injured he is. But can we find his special power? Is there something on the defensive line that he could play? Is it edge? Or is it more of a hybrid role as a defensive lineman, kick him at D tackle on, 3-tech? I don't know. I want to know your thoughts.
My thoughts is, and Sam Williams, a good friend of mine. I think that, in a 3-4 defense, I think Sam Williams can play even more. He'd be utilized a little bit more in that particular spot. Also, when I look at Sam Williams, I'm thinking about, like, he is coming off of that injury. But we saw a tick up in his play this last game. A part of me want to say, man, that's just the Jets. But then when you look back at what the Jets are able to do, as far as that offensive line, they do have a really good offensive line. So what I'm going to do here is with the Sam Williams thing is I'm going to let him play out this year, continue to utilize him in those sparks, little spark play here, little spark play there, and then I'll see what he can do from here. But I'm not finna, and this is hard for me to say, but I'm not finna cement my future around him. I'm still trying to go get a better deal. I'm trying to go get and damn, it hurts, but I hope he ain't listening. I'm still trying to get a Max Crosby. I'm still trying to get a Trey Hendrickson. I'm still trying to go get somebody else, and not to just kick him off the team, but just to complement him on the field, and I don't think that he can be that difference maker for this year. Maybe for next year, but not for this year. Unfortunately, that hurt me to say that, but yeah.
No, that's fair. I thought he's still in. It's like a Trayvon Diggs situation. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But I see him in the second half, but he was my wild card for this year, and I'm still
he was mine too. Yeah. He was like when Mike Zimmer said that he accounted for 70 to 75% of this defense. I was like, wow, but it didn't never worked out for him because of that injury. Yeah.
Well, we'll pray for him, and I hope he does come through because we need him.
Yes, we do.
Especially if we don't know what Jerry's going to do, but he's got to do something.
Most certainly.
Make it all work. And how about them Cowboys?
Yo! I do agree with my guy, Big Amish, though. He got too much potentials, man. And his problem was, and I know he's been a few screws loose or what have you, and these sorts of things. But I just want these guys, like, keep this in mind. And I hate using Super Bowl comparisons because we shouldn't even be talking about this. Oh my God, we should be talking about this. In 2007, the New York Fighting Giants were not the number 1 defense. They were not the number 10 defense. They was a horrid defense. They got better down the stretch. And I think they finished off 17th or 20th defense. Somebody can look it up. I know you guys got some stuff that y'all can look it up right quickly. If somebody help me out, bail me out. But the way that defense came together in the postseason was a historic run. With Strahan, Osa Umanora, or however you say that guy's name, and all of this stuff. And what I'm banking on is somebody said a few screws loose. This boy got a whole bunch of screws loose. I feel you. But he can be a very important piece, and I'm talking about Sam Williams down the stretch. Fowler could be a very important piece down the stretch. Marshawn Nealon, Donovan Ezaraku. For what we were saying out of James Houston, the team of misfits, all of these guys that nobody really can champion, right? Even Jadeveon Clowney. This team could be a team of misfits. Can somebody let me know? Can somebody let me know where they were at, or like the 2007 Giants? Nobody woke up that year unless you bad dog and said, hey, the Giants going to win the Super Bowl in 07. Matter of fact, I think we swept the Giants during the regular season that year. But we went to Cabo and had Cabo saying all over us, right? Yeah. But neither here nor there. I'm just saying that these are the things that we had issues with, ladies and gentlemen, of consistency. Our defense was better than the Giants in 2007. But the problem was the Giants were better than us in the postseason. So it can happen the same way, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to leave up out of here, but then I got somebody else to call in.
Turn. Told me it was my turn.
My
turn.
Yeah. I thought I was going to get on up out of here, but I got my guy all the way from Philly in here, man. Who, if y'all think that we finna have a party, you know, with
If they do, then we win it. You don't girl.
y'all think we finna have a party? Y'all think we finna have a party at tight end? When we play Philly, we gonna bring the party back to Dallas because it's gonna be a home game, and we're gonna represent the star. We're gonna have Gilly the Kid in the building. We'll have Wallow. I want all of my Cowboy people to stand tall, but I got my brother from another mother, Glenn, out of Philly. Come on, jump on in, man. Talk to me. Glenn out of Philly from the 215. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Yo, what up, Law? How you doing, my man? Thanks for the intro, bro.
Yeah. So if you bump into Gilly or Wallow while you out there, let them know. Look, hey, don't hold back no punches when they come to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because when they sit on the podcast with me, I'm going to let them have it. Yeah.
Hey, remember, I was trying to get you to come to that first game here in Philly. But I know you got other type of things going on. But we're going to get you here. We're gonna get a GoFund. We're going to raise some money. We're going to get a hotel for you. Got the restaurant laid out. We're going to treat you right. We're going to treat you right, bro. Yo,
let's get it, man.
I heard with Big Amish when he called Scott this morning. I love Sam Williams. I don't think that he needed to make the comparison to Randy White. Sam is Sam, Randy is Randy. Randy is HOF. Randy came out of Maryland as a linebacker.
Right.
He was too slow. Tom Landry was the master back in the day of switching guys' positions. He was like a Joe Paterno, and like switching the positions of players.
Educate me because it's before my time, by the way. And the only thing they do have it coming, they both wear 54. But keep going.
Exactly. So Randy was too. The same thing with Dave. Todd Christian. Todd Christian was drafted by the Cowboys. He came in as a running back. He was too slow. Tom Landry wanted him to be a tight end, and he kept pushing back at the tight end position. They traded him, or he's a free agent, went to the Raiders, became a tight end, and the rest is history. So Landry knew that Randy White was too slow for linebacker, and he moved him up there on the line. He was the master. Randy White, the master. So I don't think Big Amish, and we love you, Big Amish, I don't think he needed to make the comparison. Sam Williams' talent stands alone on his own. You don't need to compare him. I think if Micah was still here, you would see a big difference of a Sam Williams because the defense is not focused on Sam. Sam is a good, talented player. By Micah leaving, he is not going to be as dominant as he would if Micah was here. That's just the way I see it. But I don't think he needed to make that comparison with Randy White.
Yeah, he shouldn't have made that. Like a better version of a Tyrone Crawford. Can you imagine this? Hold on. Can you imagine this with my guy, Sam? Like Coach Rob Marinelli knew how to get the best out of his D linemen, right? And the orphans and the guy that he called, Nick Hayden and all of them boys. Right. I think that if we had a time machine and we put a Sam Williams with him, it would have been crazy for him because I think Sam, he can play inside and outside. And he was also an outside linebacker while he was in Ole Miss. So it's with that type of talent and that type of skill set that he got, he should have been out there on the field, but he had some screws loose, as we all say. And the Cowboys, most of the time, didn't know how to manage Sam Williams to that point, and they continue because I'm trying to say this as PC as possible without being PC. I think that the Cowboys had their own vision of what they saw out of Sam Williams, and it never materialized, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, he was, wild young boy going to get that sports car in the middle of the season instead of waiting until at the end of the season and wrecking that. I mean, we need some mentors. These young kids, when he went and got that car, someone should have said, Sam, just wait till the season is over. Yeah. You don't need that car right now. Yeah. The owner, the dealership, somebody should have said, no, don't sell it to him. You got to, protect people. You can't do that. Yeah. But, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for extending the phone lines. I'm about to go have a birthday drink with one of my homies here in Philly. And we're going to have a good night. You enjoy yourself tomorrow. I got to get out there next year. I need that oxtail egg roll, my man.
Come on with it, man. Shoot. Come on with it. Appreciate you, man. Come on with it. Yes, Glenn out of Philly, man. And, the oxtail egg roll. So you can tell the difference between the event that we're going to have. The event that we're going to have at my guy, where we at? Hold on. Bear with me. Let me make sure I get everything cleared away. You can tell the difference as far as the food options and the choices. Like the event that we're going to have at this spot, is Tyrone on. Now, the event that we're going to have at the other spot is Billy on, if I can say it that way. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, we back. Where the melanated sisters at? Well, y'all come on out to tight end this weekend and put some outfits on, and we'll have some melanations out there for the tight ends. But for right now, it's really tight on the end over here on tight ends, until y'all get it. Boy, they going to cancel me before I get out there.
Damn!
Oh my gosh, man!
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Y'all give me what I'm saying.
Come on, man.
Shoot, laughing out loud. Oxtail egg rolls, man. All right, then. You know what I'm saying? So you already know what type of an event that is. All right. So I got Jay Worthy, boy. He just snuck off in here before I close the phone lines. Jay Worthy, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hey, Law, man, you talk about those oxtail egg rolls. You bring those melatonin skinned women in here, and ain't nobody going to put those tight dresses on. Ain't nobody going to be paying attention to oxtail egg rolls.
No doubt.
Nobody. Yeah, but then you married man, we got to keep on our blinders.
Yeah, you got to keep your blinders on. It's about why you ain't in the video, Law? I'm right here. I don't need to be in nobody's video.
That's crazy. When I heard my boy just call in, I said, me being from Philly too, I said, what's the chances of two Philly Cowboys calling back to back?
Yeah.
Back to back. I said, all right. But I just had one point, Law. Now, when I was watching these games, the last, where we at? 5 games? Yeah. The last 5 games. I was saying to myself, for the Cowboys, this is a refining period. And what I mean by that is, Law, when the last time that we ever lost 4 offensive linemen and played like that? We lose 1 offensive lineman. And Tyron Smith. We already know the notion that's out there. Oh man, we're gonna have some Chaz Green moments.
Yeah. And you keep like John Machota keep bringing up Chaz Green, but no, it was Cam Fleming. It was a guy named Todd Nisaki. Xavier Silfilo. How you say that man's name?
No knees.
Cooper. Boy, we had some characters on that offensive line that make you figure out like, man. Praise be to God, but man, Dak Prescott, how is he still here?
How is he still here, Law? And that's what I'm saying. And the fact that he stayed upright, and the fact that he had a game like that, and then we're down our number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
When we lost Dez Bryant, when we lost Amari Cooper, things of that nature, it was like him or bust.
Yeah.
We couldn't name a receiver, but the fact that Flo showed out like that, it I'm just watching the game. I'm like, this is a refining period for the Cowboys, so they can understand and see the talent that can stay upright even if we fall with some of our players. And so when I'm looking at it, I'm saying, you know, let's just say we're going down the line, the injury bug, knock on wood, you know, bite us. You know, we know what we have.
Yeah.
We know what we can do. We don't have to change the game plan. We don't have to shuffle around the players on the line like we have in the past. We trying to trade for offensive linemen that's washed up.
Right.
We know what we got. Law, what do you think about that?
Hey, man, I love it. I love it. And you're right. We know what we got. We finally got a chance. Like, what was the year before last? When we had the guy with the glitches, man, please help me out. The guy with the glitches, we played against the Dolphins. Dak Prescott was right there for the game winner. And the guy had the glitches, and Bradley Chubb just walked right by.
Walk right by. Yeah, what was his
name?
I know exactly what you talk about. He did that twice,
too. And then we brought him back. I'm saying, like, why would we? Chuma Edoga, I believe. So
just let him walk right by.
We let him walk right by. It's like, hey, here she go. You're like, what did Dak do to him? You know, so we've been bitten with terrible offensive line play from Chuma Edoga, Ty Nsekhe, Xavier Suafilo, and all of them boys like Chaz Green and beyond. So so by us seeing this, you know, and I forgot to bring in honorable mention Cam, what was his name? Williams, you know. Cam Williams or something like that, the small guy that we had. What was his name?
What, Fleming?
No, not Cam Fleming. He was terrible too. Connor Williams, I believe.
Okay.
Connor Williams.
Connor Williams.
Connor Williams.
Yep.
Now the craziest thing about Connor Williams. Trash against everybody, but he was elite against Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. They fighting at the training camp. He dumping them on his head.
Yeah.
His superpowers come out for Aaron Donald.
Yeah, Aaron Donald, that was the only guy that he can block. But Connor Williams couldn't block nobody. If I was out there at 205, I could run by Connor Williams, you know. But Connor Williams versus Aaron Donald, he blocked the hell out of him. Brandon Knight, somebody else put it. Boy, these names bring up nightmares to us. Byron Bell. Oh my gosh, Byron Bell.
Nightmare. If only Connor Williams had the Power Stone.
Yeah, the Power Stones. Cam Irvin. Boy, we talk about all of these names, but I like what Connor Riley is doing and Clayton Adams. Them boys got these guys moving, like literally moving. Yeah.
It wasn't a drop off. I'm going into the game and watching the game, and I'm shaking like. As far as one of these boys going to glitch. Please, Dak, just get that ball out. But I'm watching the games, and I as the game, you know, went on, I was comfortable, Law.
Yeah.
I was just comfortable, just sitting back, and I was just like getting drinks, helping my daughter, you know, and I wasn't biting my nails and anything, and I was just watching the game, listening to you here and there, and just having fun. Law, there was no drop off. I'm just saying, you know, and I'm gonna leave with this. It's a refining period. It's showing who we really are. I like it. I like what Shadi is doing, you know, and I like the team that's going into these games and believing in themselves.
Right.
The only thing that we have to do, we just got to fix up our little nuances on the defense. It got a little better. We start bringing in that pressure. We're getting sacks. You know, I believe in some man coverage. We're down. He was efficient.
Man,
I saw some of that, and it was. And what I do like about it is the fact that we played as a unit. The first time we played as a complete unit, even though it was some garbage time. It was 22 points. It doesn't speak for the game itself. That was garbage points.
No doubt, man.
So, and that's it, Law, man.
Appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
You already know, Law. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys.
Yes, indeed. That's Jay Worthy, man. All right, I'm about to get on up out of here, but I got one other caller. Now, this is my last caller, man, but I'm going to let him in because he's kind of like an MVP status. Yes, indeed. And I hope all is well with all of you guys. Be sure tomorrow, I want to be shoulder to shoulder at Smoke Chemistry Social. That is tomorrow, right? And then on Sunday, I want you guys to be shoulder to shoulder at tight ends. Both of those locations, my guy Toxic Tom says Jeremy Purnell. Oh, my God. And he bringing up Darian Weems. Oh, my goodness, man. You bringing up nightmares. All right. I got from the 206, my brother, whom I didn't speak to him in 3 days. What's going on with him? MJ, you're live on the nation. I was worried, man. Well, what's good with you, man?
No, I was missing your car.
Okay,
like
it was.
A Hebrew slave.
Yeah, I know. Yes, indeed, man. I'm like, man, I didn't get your victory march. I didn't get your conversation at all. So 3 days, man. What's going on, man? What you got for me?
No, man. I've been listening to it. I said, man, I just missed the
I
missed Lord call.
Yeah.
But man, it's been good. I just wanna you just gotta get one more get one more guy out of that lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Put my big 93 back in the game.
Right.
And get 50. I'm telling you, man, you gotta get rid of 58. I hate to say no disrespect to the brother.
Yeah.
He need to get traded to another team. We could trade him to another team to get this dirtiness out of this team, the favoritism, and then we'll start winning a lot more games.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last drama.
Mm-hmm.
Because when 23 slowly but surely gonna start, because he almost broke that punt, that kickoff return.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can see how fast he get there. So he get in that rhythm. Once he get in that rhythm, he's gonna be dangerous. Get my big 93 in that game to replace Mozzie. And man, we cook him in high grade, but we still got to get them linebackers.
Yeah.
Once you get them linebackers right, then you're gonna be cooking like hot grease.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's what's because I say to me I think the linebackers be on them screens. The linebackers be too far off sometimes.
They do.
I want our linebackers to play like our San Francisco linebackers right there on the line, and they know how to cover. That's how our linebackers should be like that. My linebackers can play like the San Francisco linebackers, then we're going to be start killing teams. I'm telling you. Because everybody go watch our San Francisco linebackers play. They play right on that line, and they know how to, soon as dude catch the ball, tackle. You know what I'm saying? They not running 5 yards off from the man. I'm like, why are linebackers so far back? I hate that.
Yeah.
But look, now you gotta give me credit. I told you, number 19 was a beast. Now, me and you kept saying.
Yeah. You did.
Oh, God. I said, man, play this dude, and they showed you the other guy that's gonna be just like him is Mingo.
Right.
Cause them guys can block, and like you say, me and you like big. We like big and strong, fat. Cause Mingo is built like he's built like the Philadelphia receiver. What's the Philadelphia receiver? Yes, same kind of stature, big and strong. And now he got a quarterback. You see what I'm saying?
AJ Brown. You talking about them?
Yeah. Mingo is built like AJ Brown.
They do train together. They work out together during the off season. They went to the same college, but I don't see Mingo as a AJ Brown yet. I think he got a long way to go. But but Mingo could exemplify with his size and his strength, and he's a great blocker down the field. So yeah, that could be the situation for us. Yeah.
Hey, Law, one more thing before you leave. I was telling all the crybabies, my number 33, don't say nothing bad about 33 again, y'all. I told you we had halfbacks.
Yeah.
With that running scheme, Law, that running scheme is so dangerous that the Cowboys got. Man, I'm telling you, he going to run for 1,500 yards, Law. He's
no
gonna
doubt.
run for 1,500 yards rushing. And then you get that put that screen game in with number 23, man, we cooking like hot grease. But,
yes, indeed.
I'm happy, and we just got to put another whooping on Rico Dowdle team, and then get ready for them. Now I'm just gonna stick to. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yes, indeed. But people want you to say number 35 name, man. They waited for you to say his name and as well as number 19 name again. Can you go ahead and tell them?
He talking about. He talking about fraud knock.
Yeah. And what's that linebacker name?
What's the linebacker? Wait, number 35. No, the linebacker name. Start with an M.
Yeah.
Maris.
What's his last name?
Is that right?
Yeah.
Give me a hint. I can't think of his last name. I can't think of his last name. He just want me to mess
They said they just want you to.
I'm just gonna say, Maris, I ain't gonna mess up your name. Law Nation trying to get me in trouble with your name.
Man, we love you, man. Hey, man, keep calling in, bro. You have a good one, man. Yeah, let me hear you say it, bro. Let me hear you say it, man.
How about them Cowboys? Let's get this win this week. Salute.
Salute, man. Hey, man, the other callers, man, I extended it as far as I could, man. I got to run. Tomorrow, man, I needed a laugh. Every time I laugh like that, I promise you, man, I'm about 95. Yeah, I'm about, me and Jerry went to school together. Me and Jerry Jones went to school together, man. But every time I laugh like that, oh, I get younger, man. Oh, my gosh, boy. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. Oh, my gosh, man. All right. Man, marriage.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
Y'all gonna kill me over here, man. Oh my gosh, man. But for those who wanted to know, how about them Cowboys? This weekend, game day. Come on. My guy, DeRoe. 6'3", gonna be in the building. I want it to be shoulder to shoulder, wall to wall. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're gonna have all type of competition there too. Dance competition. We're gonna have score prediction from quarter to quarter. Whoever get it right, we're gonna give out a free shot. We're gonna bring in Law Nation Watch Party to be the best in the city of the DFW in Dallas. So y'all be sure to not meet me there, beat me there. And we're going to have a great time. Not a good time. Come on. Wall to wall. To the window and to the wall. Let's go. Let's get it, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it. How about them Cowboys? We gonna have a competition. We working on some things all together. Shout out to New Dallas and the new movement of Dallas too, by the way. I know y'all been listening to New Dallas in this area. It's gonna be a lot of food, yes indeed. I don't know if we're going to have a wet t-shirt contest. Now, hold on. Now. I got too much good equipment to have that wet t-shirt contest. But we will have the contest out there in Plano. Drink responsible. And fellas, let's have a great time all together. Ladies, please show up. Be there or be square. Bring in your Cowboys gear. We're going to check you real hard if you bring in that Panther stuff, though, Cowboy Nation. So let's be ready. Let's be prepared to have a great time. Lisa, let me know, because I know you right down the street. So come on out to Plano. Tight ends. Pause if necessary, Ricky. Yeah. Cowboys 2-2-1. Angie, we looking for you to come out too. You're right there in the heart of Dallas. So after y'all leave church, come on down here to watch the Cowboys whoop up on them Panthers. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Uh-oh. I got the injury report. I thought I was going to leave. Hold on. Pause that music. Pause that music. Pause that music. Let me pause the music. I thought I was going to get on up out of here. But let me pull this up. Appreciate each and every last one of you all. Boom, 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 boom. And we got the injury report here. Look at it. The extra extended longer show. Long. The show is long. And tonight, Energy Plug, based off and predicated upon how much noise y'all talked, we will be having the Super Friends show. Come on with it.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
All right, so the injury report is out. Tyler Booker, ankle, did not practice. C. Dangerous Lamb, ankle, did not practice. Sanborn, concussed. People said that he practiced, but he did not practice. Kevontae Turpin, foot, did not practice. Donovan Wilson, elbow, knees, hands, eyes, and toes, did not practice. Deron Bland, shoulder lean was limited. Jadeveon Clowney, ups. He got hip problems. Hip did not practice. When you get older, two things that you don't want to get bad, your back and your hips. You can throw in neck too, but them hips, something about them hips, if you think I'm lying, look how Shay Sharp walking these days. They say he got some sweet hips. He said he normally walk like that, but they must put the sweet hips on him. Johnny Cornelius, knee, both of his knees. How they going to put knee down? Both of his knees, I guess, limited. That boy got the Patrick Ewings, don't he? Trayvon Diggs, knee, limited. Tyler Guyton, concussion, limited. James Houston, knee, limited. Marshawn Nealon, ankle. Hey, at least his knee's not hurting because he's from the land of the knees. That boy from the land of the knees, limited. Miles Sanders, knee and ankle. Tyler Guyton, knee. Wanye Second Cousin, twice removed, ankle, limited. Keelan, however you want to call it, Carson's cornerback with the asterisk on it because they don't know where to put him, or is he going to play some safeties? All right, knee. He practiced fully. He was fully practiced today. Jonathan Mingo, full at practice today. Kenneth Murray with knees, full. Now, when they put knee on there, why they just don't put knees? Why they put knees on there? Why they just put knee on there? That's funny. But let's go, Cowboy Nation. Now, that's the full injury report. Hope all is well with each and every last one of you all as we depart from one long Law Nation show to another. Do me a huge favor, everyone that's watching, subscribe to this show. Help me out. I've been doing these long shows. I need to cut them short. The algorithm be screaming at me. Even YouTube notified me saying, hey, your live stream's too long. Limited, yeah. If y'all couldn't understand my Mississippi words, charge it to my beard, not my heart. Limited, not ligaments. Limited. Yeah. Yeah. So do me a few favors. Hit that like button. Share this content. Subscribe if you can. Put HBO in the chat. 5 show as usual. JB2, appreciate you. Put Sanborn out on the curve. Yeah. Now, for those who couldn't understand my vernacular, I was saying limited. Mr. Unlimited, not ligament. I got a Mississippi thing. They say because I got a thick tongue. My tongue is kind of thick, but neither here nor there. The knee boys, the knees and ankle boys. Longer. I can't repeat what Jerry just said, but ladies and gentlemen, for those who hung around to this point, I really appreciate you. But I'm gonna have to put a timer on my show next time, you know. I'm gonna have to figure out ways to just do a 1-hour show. But I love y'all. That's why we go 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. But neither here nor there. I need more support. Y'all continue to hit that like button, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys, Sports Talk, and beyond. Thick tongue is diabolical work. It is. But ladies and gentlemen, if we can get to the thick of it, the Cowboys must win this week and the next week, and we got to hit our strides now. Let's continue to grind and shine. Cowboy Nation, write this down. Johnson says size matter, tongue is included too. Lord have mercy. Where's this show is going? Let me tell you where this show is going. To the top. We're not going to the bottom. Pause if necessary. But to the top is where we're going. And how you get there is the fortitude of your mind. How do you shift your mind to that location? And this is how you do it. Write this down. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night to give up your time and your peace and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap. If life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, lose all terror of your mind. If you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, Paul, Jerry, James, Newhouse, Ice Cold, Angie, Sela, yes sir, Vietnamese, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. Let's get it. And roll those credits.
Run it off. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this.
Take me through there, take me through there.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch. Time to run it off. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. Check, no drip, this. Time to run it off. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
The longest outro in the land.
I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, Darren and Recluse.
I wake up,
Law
I'm down,
Nation.
no drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might
The sounds
crash,
of soft souls and hits and oldies.
Tell 'em run it up. I wake up,
Law
thumb down,
Nation.
no drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might
PJ DJ Law Nation.
Tell 'em run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to
Come on, Carolina.
Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
Yeah.
Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried.
One
false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to
my name.
I wake up, flex, I'm down now.
Until next time.